Okay, we are live on Warrior Women in Business, episode 53. This is a very exciting episode. Not only are we going to be talking about women in business, we're going to be talking about a fantastic event that's coming up, which my guest runs. She's a producer of amazing things. So I just thought I'd start with, for those of you that aren't familiar with Warrior Women in Business, what Warrior Women in Business is all about and where it came from. So Warrior Women in Business is a women's media organization that I founded as a part of my main company, Jasmine Sandler Media, JS Media, to really help female entrepreneurs. I hear too many women in business say the words struggle and hustle, and I got sick of it. And I was actually speaking at a very large women's conference, and this kind of like light bulb went off, and I said, I need to do something to support women besides just doing branding and marketing for companies. So I started Warrior Women in Business actually as an event series in New York, and a conference series called Brand You to help women with their branding and business development. And it's turned into a podcast, which is very educational. So what I do is I bring in female leaders across industry because I like to keep it interesting and dynamic. And there's a big piece of Warrior Women in Business that supports women in entertainment, women in the arts, philanthropic organizations, and of course, women in business. My name is Jasmine Sandler. I'm the host of Warrior Women in Business, and I'm very excited to be joined by Luisa Diaz, who runs the Luisa Diaz Foundation. So first of all, welcome to Warrior Women in Business, Luisa.
Thank you, Jasmine. It's a great pleasure to be here and to see you. So thank you for the invitation. And hello, everyone who is listening to us and watching us.
Absolutely. So Luisa and I met, I don't know, what year was that?
2019.
2019. So my alter ego is a musician. and I wrote a song calling 911 to help the New York City Mayor's Fund raise money to under the End GBV End Domestic Violence Coalition that usually runs in October every year. Anyway, through that whole thing, I met Luisa, and she has a gala, which we're going to talk about today, which this year it's its 10th year. Congratulations, first of all.
Oh my God, thank you.
for running anything like to this magnitude.
Yes.
And having the impact that you have for 10 years is very difficult. So,
and you're talking about being an entrepreneur and being in the struggle and hustle. Well, let me tell you, that doesn't stop.
it doesn't stop. No, it doesn't stop. But I think my purpose in life is that if we can help each other,
yes,
then we alleviate, not only do we alleviate the struggle, of course, but we lift each other, as the cliche goes, and we help each other become successful. So anyway, I met Luisa. I was involved with her event in 2019. She was a speaker at my event, which was amazing.
Yeah,
remember?
Thank you.
And for my silent auction. So we've helped each other in the past. And I saw that she was having a 10-year anniversary of her gala coming up under her foundation. And I said, let's talk. It's Women's History Month. So I failed to mention, she's also an author. I think almost every woman I have on my podcast is an author. But I love Luisa's book, Sexy is Timeless, right? Isn't that it?
Yes.
Because I actually have read it more than once.
Oh.
Just so you know. And I normally don't say that, but it's true in this case, because the book is like, I love beauty, I love fashion, I love uplifting women, and it's like, it's short, it's easy to read, it's fun, it's inspiring. I don't know, I love your book. So yeah, I think everybody should read it. So
Thank you so much. Yeah, the book is very short because I know we are all real busy right now, and we do not have too much time to read. But so I talk about what really make us feel beautiful and feel sexy. And that had nothing to do with physicality. Don't get me wrong. I like to look fabulous, but goes beyond all of that. That is confidence, that is knowledge, that is kindness. Kindness is very sexy. By the way, kindness is the new sexy. Femininity, who say that you cannot be a warrior and at the same time be feminine, embracing who you are, embracing being a woman. So I talk about all these 10 different assets that lie within each of us. Who doesn't like to laugh? I love when I am out with my girlfriends and I'm laughing. I love to laugh all the time. I think that is first of all, is healthy for you and also very sexy.
Absolutely.
So,
So let's
right?
get into some questions because for those, there's a lot of people on here that want to learn more about you.
Okay.
So, so tell us about how you got to, first of all, you're in a 10-year anniversary for your foundation and the gala. You have a book out, you're definitely driving impact to support women, especially women that have struggled, not just in business, but in life. So tell us how you got here, and your mission, how you think you've fulfilled that mission.
Well, I got here. I have a great passion for empowering women. I love working with women and making them feel beautiful and worthy again. So I have this organization, the Luisa Diaz Foundation, which is a celebration of kindness. So we celebrate the great things that individual and organization are doing for each other. And I work with different organizations that work with domestic violence survivors. So I like to work with domestic violence survivors, and also human trafficking survivors. Um,
Mhm.
any woman that have been through a difficult abuse on their life, I want to bring them a little sparkle on their life. I wanted to be able to, for them to feel beautiful again, to feel worthy, to offer them an opportunity. And because I do believe in opportunity, and I know a lot of things can happen to a person, to all of us, to humanity. We go through so many challenges in our life, but I do believe in hope, you know, and that's little things
Yeah.
that has wings, right? Hopes. So, and I do believe everyone should have the opportunity. So in my organization, I do a celebration. It's called the Runway of Hope, and it's a fashion show that is no models, it's with the survivors that we have helped. And it's a beautiful, beautiful event. And you were one of at the event, so you saw and experienced it. And it's a great experience for the women. And I love working with giving that opportunity and the transformation to women. So how this all start? I grew up in Venezuela, and
Mhm.
I grew up with my beloved grandmother. And unfortunately, I saw abuse at a very early age. And
Mhm.
for some reason, that really got my heart. And so when I become, successful on my own right, I was came here to America, and I went to college. I learned English at the same time I was learning college. I have my own television show. I was involved in so many other things, acting,
Mhm.
modeling, doing all former beauty queen. So I was doing me, 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 me.
Yeah.
So, and this is a moment that you I stop and I say, I want to do something else for someone. I wanted to be able to help others. And for some reason, it came to me, domestic violence survivors. And my grandmother has died a few years ago.
Oh,
So I say, I want to be able to help women and offer women opportunity that my grandmother never had. My grandmother, she has 15 children.
wow.
In Venezuela, I know, 15 children, plus she
Like a
raised,
farm.
I know, plus
No,
she raised me.
that's how it used to be though. So-
Yes, plus she raised me. So I was a child number 16.
oh
Um,
boy.
so the abuse was real bad. Imagine the abuse, it was real bad that sometimes we had to sleep on the street. Um, And it was hard for me to talk bad about my grandfather because I love my grandfather too. And I didn't want to talk bad about him. So finally I broke that, and I talk about it.
Right.
And it's not easy to do. And so I did after my grandmother passed away. So my passion, it was, oh, one thing about my grandmother, I have to share this with you, that one day was no education, no money, nowhere to go. My grandmother, she left my grandfather and she never come back. She is my hero. So I was like 7 years old by then. And I thought my grandmother always had been such a courageous woman.
Yeah.
And I brought her here to America a couple of times. And it was so amazing. My grandmother has a great spirit. She was still full of life. She has such a positive energy, and she always laughed and loved to dance. And she always believed in opportunity. And she always was like, you can do, she never had opportunities in her life. So she always was with me. Go and enjoy life, go and enjoy opportunity, go and do. And I think she would say all of that because she never had that chance.
Yeah.
And so I do, in honor of my beloved grandmother, and it is my true passion to really help women, empower women. And now through the history, now, we are the Women's Month. And one of the things that we can do, we have been through we had to move a long way, but still we have a lot to do. And but we have moved just a little bit, but we have
No,
moved.
we've moved in big ways, but I think
Yes, we have.
yeah.
Also, I think one of the things that still we have to learn about, still we need to find more about pay equality, of course, because we deserve it. We deserve to get paid the same salary as men. I think it should be in your skills, knowing if you are a female, if you are a man, so knowing your gender, right? So, but one of the things that I think we are getting better, and I hope that we get much better, is working with each other, because we need each other. And this is something that we have to learn more, women to work and collaborate with each other.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get into next.
Yes.
I love the picture that you painted of your grandmother, and I wanted to actually comment on that, if you don't mind. I
Yes.
think that's well, first of all, I love the love that you have for her and the admiration and the dedication. You don't really see that much, And I also think that women like her are very good role models for us to understand, because it is about, like you said, she didn't have the opportunities. So it seems like her purpose and her interest was to make sure that you saw those opportunities and that you embraced them. And I think more women, more mothers for daughters, and just more women in general kind of need to think that way, for these differences to actually happen. Because I have found, and again, one of my missions was for Warrior Women in Businesses, non-competition, instead collaboration. And that's the key. So I, it's not really about Warrior Women, but I really love what you talked about with your grandmother, because I think what I've seen, that's kind of a missing ingredient for our progress.
Yes.
So next question.
Yeah. Let me comment about this. What did you say about competition?
Okay.
I think that this is something that is not competition, because each of us are unique and beautiful, and each of us has our own gift. So women need to stop doing that because everyone is so beautiful the way that just they are, and the set of a skill. Each of us has a difference. It's kind of like God give us a gift to each of us. So, and if we just learn to embrace that, and know that we are all worthy. That it's not like you are more beautiful than me, or you are more talented than me, or that has to put you down because I have to go up. That doesn't work. That kills your soul. That kills your spirit. You might do it, but you might be there, but your spirit is broken. And one of the most beautiful things that we have is our spirit. And the moment that you lose your spirit, it doesn't matter how far you are, you have lost the battle. So
Oh, yes, it's so true. You have, because you're battling not against other people, but yourself, right?
exactly, you have lost who you are. So I
Mhm.
think we are all beautiful, and collaboration. Let's collaborate with each other, no competition.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do personal branding for a living, and I always say, like, it's true. It's weirdly so true. In life, no two people are alike. It's very, very true that no two people are alike, and that there is something unique and special about each
Special and
person.
beautiful about
Yeah.
each of us, and even people who are in pain, that you will go, people who are in pain, you will say, oh, this person is so mean. But
You have to understand.
it's very easy to be judgmental.
Yeah.
But the person who is in pain and
Mm.
who you think is mean, that person, she is beautiful, or he is beautiful too, but is in pain. And that's why the person is doing the things that he or she is doing. So I know this is a whole different conversation, but
No, it's fun.
I wanted to
Conversation.
talk about it. No, that it is sometimes humans are very easy to judge others,
Oh,
but everyone has a pain in their own hearts that everybody's battling with. So just trying to be kind with each other is the best thing that we can do.
yeah. So let's talk about that a little bit in terms of women supporting women. You mentioned collaboration and teaming. So can you share with us, uh, how you've collaborated with women, and then B, where that's been successful in terms of any advice that you can give to other women that are looking to work with other women and support other women?
Well, for women who are work with other women is bring the best thing is um, to open the conversation, or to start the working in a positive attitude, because that's extremely important.
Yeah.
Not thinking that she doesn't like me, or she are to trying to get me. Bring your ideas, and the other person, I think it should be reciprocal, even though you might not agree with the other person is saying. I think everyone should be here. And sometimes I do believe when an idea gets better, I can get an idea, and sometimes with my assistant, she can give me even better ideas. So on my idea, it can have a different angle that I didn't see. I love that.
Yeah.
That's creativity, that you are creating together something wonderful. You are creating a solution for a problem that you might have in your company. You are creating a new idea for a product that you have. So you are creating a wonderful, how wonderful the gala is going to be. So it's all about communication and the way that you communicate with each other, collaboration. And always of respect and kindness. I believe always in that. It doesn't matter what. It is no need for you to come to me with an attitude or disrespectful, when you can come to me with, I had this idea, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And the other person who's receiving this as well, can I just say, oh, this is awful. Oh, this is a piece of, you know.
Yeah.
So it has to be that mutual respect for each other. And I think admiration is very important when you are working as well.
Admiration.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I think also I love what you said. I think it's also about taking the time to listen to someone else's ideas, no matter what their age, their background, if they're
yes,
coming with good intentions,
yes,
being open to that.
Yes, and also give credit. Give
Yes,
credit, please. I think it's very important that you give credit to, if someone did a good job, say, that was a good job. Thank you. That was great idea. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. If
yes,
you are working in a team, you have to do that. If you want to have a good, to work in a good environment.
yes,
No, of well, creativity flows because creativity flow when you are feeling your best, right?
yes,
So
yes.
when you're feeling your best and everybody's in a good place and everybody's throwing their great ideas and you come out with something wonderful, it's like a baby.
It is like a baby. It's interesting that you're talking about creativity because people think of creativity sometimes in silos in terms of being an artist, but being an entrepreneur, you're constantly creating and recreating,
You
right?
are.
Yeah. So I like that you talk about that because I think that's a very, very good point about giving yourself the space and the kindness
Yes.
gives you better energy to actually create something that's going to be successful.
Yes, and
So that's
creativity.
very good advice.
Thank you. And everywhere. Creativity is everywhere.
Yeah.
So don't think it just creativity is for the one who sings or for the ones who paint. No. For you to have this podcast, you have to be creative. Your logo, your beautiful logo, that was a creativity. That was something that comes to you. So everything that you do, you create it. And then you create your team to
Yeah.
help you to really make that creativity happens. And that's when you have those big company, and then when you have your employees, and this is how you have how do you get along with all your employees? How do you grow your company?
Yeah.
It's all about having your employees, because this is a moment we were talking about this offline. We cannot do it at all. This,
No. It's
we,
impossible.
but we do start with it, which you have to. Every entrepreneur out there, you need to start, because you might not have the money to have an employee because whatever is the circumstances, sometimes you have to write, you have to produce, you have to do your own lives, you have to
Yes.
do everything. Even
Yes.
when I did my first event, I rolled my own red carpet in high heels. So
Uh,
I'm telling you, so
I understand. I actually understand
I
exactly what
have 200 people there,
you.
and it was an amazing event. And then the people that's supposed to do their job, to do the red carpet,
It
they
didn't show.
were not doing it. And
Oh.
yes, that happens. So what do? Are you going to go and fight? No, you know that this is,
Just do it.
you have to do things. You just
You
have to
just, if you know something has to get done, you
You
have
have
to do
to
it.
do it. And
You
then you
have
deal
to do
with
it.
that
Yes.
person after, and there is not someone that you want to have in your company and grow with you, right?
Absolutely.
So that's something that is totally
Yeah, that'll show you in 2 seconds. So
like
let's also
Maya
talk
just
about
said.
that. I think this is a good point. So you've had your foundation and the gala, right? It's 10 years. How have you maintained a team?
Well, I get a team every year because my gala is I don't need to have a team the whole year.
Okay.
When I am in the gala season.
Okay.
But one of the things I have maintained is my partnership with the first organization that I did my first gala, that is Say Passage. I started this gala in California. And
Right.
Say Passage, the partnership, I adore her. Her name is Tricia Steele. She's an amazing woman. She inspired me. She has been my mentor. She's a go-girl. She is beautiful. She's a former beauty queen as well. And we work so well together. And we click. And we have been working together for 10 years. You
Wow.
need to find someone, like a partnership is someone that you click so well, that you look out for each other, like you growing together, that you are spending together, that is extremely important. And that to me has been her.
That's wonderful. And it's not easy to find someone, a partner that you click with
Uh, so
at
true.
all.
It
So
is.
how did you come together? How did that happen?
Well, I was doing my first event in California, and I want to have an organization to benefit from my event. So I'm looking for domestic violence survivors organizations. So I go through all these different organizations researching, and I say, oh, I like this one, and this one. So I say, I'm going to go and interview them. So
Ah,
I go to interview these three different organizations. And when I met her, I said, this is it.
yeah.
I love the program that she has, the counseling. She was nice shelter. She's nice shelter. She offer women opportunities. They have counselors. They have doctors pro bono. They have dentists
Oh,
pro bono. The
wow.
women sometimes the abuser have cut their faces.
Yeah.
We have plastic surgeon where they fix their faces. We have pro bono dentists that they fix their teeth, totally pro bono. I learned so much about kindness. I was like, this is so beautiful. There's so many people doing great things, but nobody talks too much about the good things. So what I do was my organization. I like to highlight people are doing great things. People are kind. I believe in kindness because I have seen it, and I have seen it thousands of times. And even now with my gala, it
Mhm.
has been a snowball of kindness. I always meet amazing people. It always comes together. I say, God, I had no idea how it's going to go this year. I had no, but
Sometimes it's faith.
it always comes together, and the people that come that is get involved with me and believe in me, believe in what we do is
Yeah.
beautiful. It is real beautiful. But one of the things that I think that is the key for all of this is you need to be real passionate about what you do, because sometimes, as I said,
Mhm.
sometimes you have to roll your own red carpet.
It's true. You wouldn't do that if you weren't passionate about it,
Thank
right?
you. Thank
If
you.
you said, "Oh, this is something I don't want to do," you're not going to do it. But if you believe in it and you love it, you're going to do whatever it takes.
And my next advice will be passion. Any business you
Yeah,
start,
it's really great advice because you could
yeah,
just do things to do things.
any business where you are, you can have a cleaner's business because you love, you love cleaning, you love everything that looking a beautiful home when it's organized, whatever it is. People are passionate. Like I have the lady that comes here to work. She's so passionate about what she does. So it doesn't matter the
That's true.
job that you do. You need to be passionate. If you are
That
passionate,
is true.
yeah, it's so
I
yeah,
can't even, yeah, that's what we were talking about before.
yeah.
Yeah.
You need to
Wow.
be passionate. It doesn't matter what. You podcast, you are passionate about that. I am passionate about making a difference, empowering women, the wrong way of hope that we do, that is transforming women and seeing them beautiful and seeing them feeling beautiful and worthy. Oh, I feel like a big mama bear. I love it.
Right. And I was going to say it's very nurturing. And
Oh,
it's
it is.
very nurturing and it ties in with the whole feminine,
Yeah.
feminine qualities, but doing it in a way that is not only kind, but it's a business and you're helping other women get back on their feet.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
they can become business owners, they can become career women,
They can
right?
become, yes, they can become whatever they want.
Whatever they want.
We have business right now that they own their own business. And we have a lady who own now her own bakery. We have a lady that she now is a lawyer. We have women now that she's a nurse. Women who has they are working and they're feeling good about their service because they are making their own money and they do not depend on no one except their service and their skills. And that is a confidence, and that is such a beautiful feeling that nobody can give you that except yourself.
Absolutely. It was funny. I don't know if it was funny, but there was a post on Facebook this week.
Oh, yeah.
And one of my role models is actually one of my old bosses before I had my own business. She's an executive at IBM. She's a pretty major lady. So it was through a post that she commented on in some group that said, "Do you think that you can live your life without the financial support of a man?" And it was so funny how many women, I normally don't comment on Facebook because I don't have time, but I commented on it. And I couldn't believe like the outcry of women that just had so much to say about that. So much to say about their own worth. It was beautiful, honestly.
Oh,
You know,
wonderful. So they do believe that, yes, of course.
they all say, absolutely, we're strong, we're worth it, we're
Yes.
doing our own things. And then I started to see what all these women were doing, and it is like, and it ties into what you're doing to see. I believe the women that you've helped can do that because they believe in themselves now,
Yes, yes.
right?
Self-esteem. Self-esteem is extremely, extremely important. And
Yeah.
that's my focus, because I want they go out there and they go and get it.
They
Now
go,
that
yeah,
get it. Yes.
yeah,
And they do. And I feel very, very proud of each of the ladies. I am so, so proud of each of them because they have been through it in a place of darkness. And now they're walking toward the light. So it's
that is the
beautiful.
key in life. Okay, so I'd like to know, I ask all my guests, I know we've met before and you've been involved with my event, but haven't had you solo on the podcast. So I'd like to ask you, the term warrior women, what does it mean to you?
Ooh, I love warrior women. And warrior, to me, kindness must be there because I believe in strength, but also I believe in kindness. So do not mistake kindness by weaknesses. Sometimes people might think, oh, she is kind. No, she is a warrior, yet she chooses to be kind because kindness, to be kind, it takes courage.
Mm,
It takes a lot of courage because it's very easy when we don't like something and to react to it and be upset about it and have this reaction. We don't have to do a work, right? Internally. So, but if you don't like something, it takes for you to, that takes work.
take a pause.
Yeah, take a pause. It takes work. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Somebody comes to you and say a bad word to you. Oh, I don't like what you're doing. That's ridiculous. And you're like, you want to, but you
yeah,
know, it's not about you. Don't take it personal. It is about her. She's in pain. So feel compassion for her. Don't take things personal. What people think of you is not your business. You keep doing you. You keep being a warrior. Be a warrior princess, a warrior queen, yet be kind. Go for what you want. To me, going for what you want, that's being, you are a warrior.
yeah.
That's kindness. Don't forget kindness. Kindness always has to be there.
No, I love that. And it is very difficult.
It is.
It is
Oh my
very
God.
difficult. So let me ask you this for the women who want to do this, right? They want to be successful. They want to be kind. They want to embrace their feminine qualities, right? They want to be nurturing and loving and all those things. But they're a business owner. So they come across a lot of, like you sort of mentioned, rude people or, you know, negative circumstances. So how do they embrace the kindness or at least start to have this as a habit? Because I love what you're talking about and I really truly believe that it can help. So what's a first step that they could take?
The first step is not in the outside. The first step is in the inside.
Mm.
For every boss out there, a boss babe out there, you want to be a better boss with your employee, and you want to be better in whatever that you are doing, take time to get to know you. Take time to learn more about you. Why these things that this person is saying is bothering you so much? Why? Why are you taking things personal? So this is not about the other person. This is about you. Why is this person say to you, I don't like your idea? Then you are like, get so frustrated and start yelling at her or him. Why? So work on you. And when you work on you, I always say, when you bring your best self to others, people give you your best self as well. And be kind. And when you work on yourself, kindness will come with it. Kindness is not something that you just adopt. It's not like you just say, I'll go to the store and you can say, can I have, a bottle of kindness? No, that would be wonderful. Can I have a bottle of kindness because I have a very hard meeting today and I have to give a lot of kindness? No, it doesn't work that way. It works that you have to do your inner work. It works that you have to pay attention to you, and then you can bring your best self to others. And when you set that example, your team and others around you will start paying attention, and they will start doing that as well. Because we learn by example. If somebody yell at you, you have the reaction to, whoa, yell.
Of course.
So if somebody treats you with kindness, you all be, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I kind of like this. So it is the same. So it is start with us, nobody else.
Very smart and something that people should really put into practice, because like I think we talked about probably at your gala or maybe at my event, I don't remember because it was a while back, it was like, and definitely in my song, it's about stopping the cycle and of violence in the case of what we were talking about. But I think in this case, it's developing a cycle of kindness, starting with
Yes.
the person. And then it becomes something that just becomes contagious.
It is. It is. I always say, I have been so blessed for the snowball of kindness. I call it snowball of kindness because I have been blessed. I have been blessed with it. And I think it's very important the way that we treat people, because we want to treat people with respect and kindness, and people respond to that. They do, because everybody right now, they do. One of the things that we are missing right now in the world is kindness.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. If everybody has kindness right now in their heart, we'll not be in war right now. We'll not be fighting. The world will be a better place for each of us.
Even locally, like there's a woman, a colleague I'm working with, and we're talking about, well, we are going to be doing something to help the police. It's something we both feel very passionate about. We've both been in New York a long time, and it's sad to see the proliferation of violence, and all the changes that have happened. And it's because of what you're talking about. I think people are too, not just at some macro war level, I think also in our local communities.
Yes.
It's really, really important, because that's where we have effect.
Yes.
The most effect. I mean, we're
Let's
not.
start with ourselves. I think,
Yeah.
how do we do this? Let's start with ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the first step. Don't be trying to start in your husband or in your son or your boyfriend or in your friend, or to be kind. I was watching this podcast and I learned that you need to be kind. No, don't.
Right. That's the worst thing to do.
Yes, I know. Because
That's funny.
people, they don't like to look into themselves. They say, oh,
No.
I like this podcast. I know someone who is now kind. I know that friend. I'm going to tell her that she's not being kind. No, this is not for you to say that. This is for you to really listen and say, and start with you. And when you start with you, then your friends, your family, and you expand it. And so this is how the snowball of kindness start. And I wanted to share with you that last year, Major Adams proclaimed Kindness is Today. Kindness School Day in New York City. So we had the proclamation of Kindness School.
Oh my God, I love it. Wait, when was this?
May 18 last year.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's amazing. Well,
Yes.
he should be pushing that every day. I love it.
Yeah, we're supposed
I
to.
love it. This is so, and that's what we've been saying
Yeah.
all month on the podcast is Women's History Month shouldn't be 1 month. It should be all year. Kindness is cool, should be
Yes.
every day.
Kindness is cool every day. No,
Yeah,
only one day. Kindness is cool every day.
I
So yeah.
love it. I
And
love
that's the
that.
philosophy of my foundation. The Luisa Diaz Foundation is Kindness is Cool, a celebration of kindness, because I do believe that everything starts from there. We
Absolutely.
change when we work on ourselves, when we are being kind with ourselves.
Yeah,
Because to be kind to others, you have to be kind to you as well. You cannot be kind to others, you're not be kind to you.
you can't. Well, if you are, then you're not being authentic.
Thank you.
And
So
that's what Warrior Women is all about. Like, please be real on this podcast.
yeah.
It's
Be
about being
real.
real and really doing and taking. I can see if people take what you're talking about, maybe that will lessen some of their struggle and pain. And it's
Thank
really nice. It's very nice. So let's talk about, we only have a few minutes. So let's talk about the gala, which
Oh,
I'm
the
so
gala.
excited. Warrior Women in Business is very proud to be endorsing the gala. We're proud to be a small part of it. I can't wait for it. It's going to be amazing. I know the venue is different than when I originally attended.
It's the plaza. They are
I
called.
know I'm expecting it to be pretty amazing. And so this year's gala, talk about the gala, the date, the location, the intention, what people can expect from the gala, how they can get involved.
Okay, well, the gala is going to be May 15 at the plaza. It's going to be as I want this gala. My whole the intention is a celebration. I like to celebrate. I wanted to celebrate the survivor of domestic violence who are going to be walking the runway of hope. We're transforming them with a beautiful gowns and hair and makeup. It's beautiful experience. And then we are going to celebrate everyone who is there. I like to celebrate everyone who is there who made this gala possible. The snowball of kindness. And one of the things, Jasmine, I like about the gala is that you feel that energy. That energy of everybody say, oh my gosh, I had so much fun at your gala. Everybody was so nice, so kind. So
Yeah, so true.
because the serotonin level, is just raised, totally raised in the room. So it's just a beautiful, I don't know how to explain it, but it's,
Oh, the picture that you guys took of me in the gown
yeah.
here is one of my profile photos for something, is my favorite picture. And
Oh,
it's because of the support, the energy, and the people that you meet. They're just, whether they're a major celebrity or just an attendee, it's the same level of energy. So sorry
yeah.
to interrupt you, but I really do agree. It was an amazing.
Oh, thank you. It was amazing. So I am so excited. And as I mentioned, it's going to be a celebration of kindness. And anybody who would like to support the work that we do, support the survivors that we are helping the organization. We are raising money for Safe Passage. And also we are raising money for Sanctuary for Families. Two amazing organizations who are really changing the life of domestic violence survivors and human trafficking. And I work with the survivors. I'm helping them with the self-esteem to feel beautiful and to feel worthy again, so they can be ready for the next chapter in their life. So anybody who would like to give a donation, they can go to my website, Luisa Diaz foundation.org, luisadiazfoundation.org, and we accept any donations that you may want to, or we love to come to the gala. We would love to have you. And the tickets you can get the tickets on the website.
Wonderful. Yeah, and we're going to put this into the show notes. So May 15th, and we'll be sending this out a few times. And you can also learn more also on the website. There are videos, right, that people can watch about stories from some of the survivors, which I think are are just, they're very emotional, but also they, it's just wonderful to see the progress that really that you have, like you said, the mama bear, really facilitated. It's wonderful. I think that people should get involved, because at the end of the day, what you're doing does support kindness overall, and it supports women in so many ways, and not just women in business, but as you mentioned, families as well, which is very, very important. So that's May 15th.
Amazing.
And I definitely encourage my warrior women to consider either attending if they're in New York City or donating if they're out of town. So with all this being said, I have a couple things to announce, but I want to thank Luisa for being on. I feel very uplifted from today's
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank
It's been a very busy month for everybody, and there's a lot of challenges with the current state and the political atmosphere, what's happening here in New York City, the environment. There's so many things that are happening, and I think that this podcast episode is very, very timely for practicing kindness, for supporting women, certainly with Women's History Month, and for being aware of things that are happening and seeing how you can actually make a positive, difference, as Luisa has been doing for 10 years and continues to do. So
Thank you, Jasmine. And I wanted to add to that that I know a lot of bad things are going bad in the world, but also there are so many people who are doing great things in the
absolutely.
community, and we should talk more about it, because when we do, like right now, you feel good about it. You really, your serotonin level, increases, and we have to do that. We have to start talking more about positive things. And sometimes watching too much the news is really what it does is stress us,
Absolutely.
kind of be stressed out and all this. Sometimes we have to take a break. And as I say, it's extremely important to do our inner work.
Yes. And it's important to celebrate women that are doing things. So
Yes.
tonight I'm actually attending a gala.
Which one?
I'm really excited. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Women's E-News, which is a global women's publication run by Lori Sokol, and she's having a gala tonight awarding women that have made a global difference in the 21st century. It's kind of a big deal. So anyway, so I'm attending her gala tonight, and it's a celebration. It's a celebration of women that have come a long way in life and made big, big differences with some of the things that you're involved with the human trafficking, with women getting rights, with women being involved in the voting, with what's going on with abortion and all of these other things. So I'm very excited to be attending tonight. If anyone is going to be in attendance this evening, feel free to stop by and say hello to me. I think it's going to be a wonderful event. There are a lot of great things happening. I have, in the last month, been involved with 2 Morgan Stanley events. Morgan Stanley has an organization, Her Way, that is really developing support for women in terms of their financial management by giving them opportunities to get advice from female financial advisors that are doing a great job. So I've seen Morgan Stanley doing great things. They have monthly events where women can come and attend, and it's absolutely wonderful. And so there's so many actually good things that are happening to support women that we should be aware of them. The other thing I wanted to mention is a couple other things with Warrior Women in Business. So on Thursday, because this month has been characteristic, I've been interviewing, there's just so many great women. I've been interviewing women, it seems like twice a week now, but I have episode 54 coming up, which is going to be an interesting one. The only female boxing gym owner in New York City is going to be on Warrior Women in Business. Anybody that knows me, I'm a former competitive boxer, and I don't do it anymore, but I came across this woman, and she's like gangbusters, doing so well and really embracing her community to build her business and give back. And a lot of my guests do that. And I think it's something that we can't learn enough of when you're a woman in business in terms of growth, collaborating and supporting your local community. So Carrie and I are going to be discussing that this Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. please tune in. And lastly, I'm in talks with another Warrior Women about hosting women's circles, and something, Luisa, I'll probably talk to you about privately. Women's circles all around helping women help each other in terms of just a very simple, no cost women's circle group where you can come and you can have very private conversations with other female entrepreneurs that are struggling. So that we're planning that for 2024, and so many other things are happening. So all that being said, our website, Warrior Women Business, you can learn more. Please visit us on social media. If you need any help, obviously, with branding or marketing, this is what we do for a living. We're women in business. Please reach out to us, Jasmine Sandler. And I look forward to all of you, hopefully, at the Mi Amor Gala,
I
May
got
15th,
it.
the Plaza in New York City. With
Yes.
that, again, I'd like to thank Luisa for being on today and a really great conversation. So
Thank you, Jasmine, for having me. It was great to see you. Actually, it was great to see you the other day and to reconnect with you again. And I look forward to seeing you at the gala.
absolutely.
Yeah, so, and I hope that some of people who are listening to us can come to the gala, join us as well. So thank you. I just wanted to remind everybody that kindness is cool and to be kind to yourself and others.
Yes, be kind to yourself and others.
Yes.
So, and we'll talk about that more on May 15th. So again, thank you. We're going to be signing off from Warrior Women in Business episode 53. Hopefully we'll see you all at the gala and Thursday in our next episode.
Thank you. Thank you.